Today we're going on an adventure. Let's go. And yes, I'm already sunburnt. And we're in the car. In fact, we are in the Tonka truck, the little mighty Suzuki Jimny, as driven by Mrs. Crummybeard, aka Dictionary Corner. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
I'm not sure if you can hear that because I'm using my earbud because of the road noise. But yeah, we are on the way. We are going to Derbyshire. Specifically, we're going to Ashover in Derbyshire, not Ashbourne. Ashover, I think. And we're going to a pub called the Old Poets Corner, which I believe is owned by Titanic Brewery. It's one of their more recent acquisitions. I know they've got a bit of a string of...
In 1,000 feet, at the roundabout, take the first exit.
We will do. I know that Titanic have got a kind of a collective of, it's not just pubs, but kind of nice spaces in and around Derbyshire and whatever the next county along is, because I think that's actually where they're based. Staffordshire, that's the one.
At the roundabout, take the first exit onto A610 west.
Sorry, sat nav. So, yes, we are on the way, about to get on the M1. Anyway, we're going to the Old Poets Corner because they're doing a beer festival. There's loads of breweries there, obviously loads of stuff from Titanic. Blue Monkey are going, which I'm very happy about. I know Oakham are there. I think Dancing Duck might be there. They were on one list, I'm not another bit, not sure. But anyway, there's a myriad of beer going on, and we're going to go film and see what it's like kind of before it gets busy and taste some beer. See when we get there. Right then, we have arrived, and look, that view, that is the view from this pub. I'm going to show you around now, but this is where we're going to be perched for most of it. Steve, the general manager here, I think he's going to come have a chat with us in a bit, and we're just going to do a load of beer reviews stood here at the many they've got on tap. It's all cask, actually, it's all hand pulls, and they've already ran out of 4 yesterday. That's how busy it's been. I think today's going to be chaotic because of this beautiful weather, but yeah, we'll bring you as many reviews as I can before I fall over. Let's go take a look inside. It's not actually open yet, and already, I don't know if you can see, wrong way, there's people waiting already. It's not open for another 5 minutes, and now I'm thirsty. You decide what to drink first. All right then, first one, the Navigation Brewery. I've left Nottingham, but I've gone straight back to it, as you can tell. This is the Oat That Rocked, a 4.2% oat pale ale. So cheers everyone, happy Easter bank holiday. I'm not going to do individual aroma notes really because outside it's really difficult to do, but very citrusy up front and solid bitterness. I'll be honest, not absolutely my bag. It's got that possibly citra hop, but it's definitely citrus heavy vibe to it, and let's give it some nice mouthfeel. But I have to say, despite maybe not being absolutely for me, not a bad way to start because it's very, very refreshing. Right, cheers, on to the next one. Right guys, this is Steve, the manager here at the Old Poets Corner. I've said that right for the yeah, I keep getting it wrong. Steve, so you've organised this beer festival.
Yeah.
In your own words, just a quick, what you're trying to do here, because you've recently taken over this pub from a previous brewery, although I think there was a bit of intermediary change, and it's now owned by Titanic, which is good news for me because I love Titanic. But yeah, what's your, just in your own words really, what you're trying to achieve over this one glorious Easter bank holiday weekend, other than great beer and great views, which is, to be honest, an absolute selling point?
Well, I guess we're trying to bring back a really good quality pub, traditional pub, with all the pub classics and yeah, lovely food and lovely service really. And for us, this kind of beer festival meant that it's like a funnel for us. Not many people know about us as the Old Poets. We're obviously in the middle of Ashover, a very small village. Yeah. So for us, it meant that let's do something big. Let's get people knowing about us again. Let's put on a wicked event. Let's do some decent grub and get people knowing us again for a quality pub. Ashover Brewery for 15 years, they did the most amazing job. Then Titanic took over, and it continues to be a pub. You know, it's not moved into a housing establishment like so many pubs are. I think Titanic have really looked after this place. There's a huge investment in the works, and it's going to be bringing it back to a really, really good pub. So wanted to showcase some really, really good breweries. People love these local breweries, and yes, great food, great beer. That's the aim of the game this weekend.
It's fantastic. Yeah, the range you've got on is a really good representation of the East Midlands best, really. I think, especially, I mean, there's given that it's all hand pull as well. Like that's, I mean, you probably don't get any better than the guys you've got on here in that kind of more traditional form. So I'm very happy with that, which is good. We're currently about to sip into one of my absolute favourites, as you all know, Gorilla by Blue Monkey. So cheers. Thank you very much for inviting us down. This is
great. A really good weekend.
Yeah. It's always good. It's always
so
good.
Delicious.
I'm going to try some Titanic Brewery stuff in a minute, and a load of the other stuff, of course. And I have to say, you talked about trying to just make people aware of where you are here. When we were driving in, I was going, I've driven this road quite a bit. I think, I mean, maybe not straight through the middle of Ashover, but certainly leading up to it. I was like, how did I not know about a Titanic bar here? But obviously it's probably not really done it since way before lockdown, so you've not had it that long. So but yeah, so I'm very happy to know that it's here, because it means that at some point in the future I'll definitely be dropping in for Sunday lunch or something like that when it's not a full beer festival. So
well, Titanic Brewery is the heartland of Titanic Brewery is Staffordshire,
of course.
So from what you know, it's Radio Stoke. Wherever Radio Stoke plays, that's where Titanic Brewery normally is based. Yeah. And then Keith Bott, one of the directors, he lived in Ashover, and when Kim Beresford wanted to change over hands from Ashover Brewery, that's when it went into Titanic's hand. Okay. Because Kim approached Keith and said, do you want to take this on? And so that's Titanic. And now we're going into more of this area. We've just opened a bod in Matlock, which is our all-day cafe bar. So we are growing in this area as well, and we are reaching out more and more. So it's,
the concept of the bod thing that Titanic are doing is really interesting as well. It's like, it's not just traditional pubs, they're kind of opening it out into a lot of other bits. And I still need to go there, but yes, I'm looking forward to it, because they do some great stuff. I'll say thank you very much. I know you're a very busy man. Don't want to keep you running the bar. But we'll be knocking around for the next few hours to try as many of these as I can before I stop talking sense to a camera. So cheers everyone again. Cheers. Happy Easter weekend. Cheers again, Steve. Thanks for that. I would review this for you, but you know exactly what I think of Blue Monkey Gorilla. Cheers. Right then, this is from Ashover Brewery, which I have featured on the channel I think once before. This is called Zoo. As you can tell, it's quite pale. It's a mosaic and citra, but they're trying to promote these guys, so I thought I'd help them out. This is 5.5%, and so I'd say, looks good. Cheers. And thankfully for me, that's mosaic heavy. Has got a bit of the citrus bang, but it's not anywhere near as intense as I was worried it might be, actually. They say there's an exception to every rule, and that might be it. It's got relatively light bitterness actually for the style, and it's got a nice smooth, creamy, and a bit of a sweet edge to it. So I'm impressed. Cheers. It is an important moment. This is a pint of, or half a pint, of Titanic Plum Porter in a Titanic pub. This is a first for me. As many of you will know, this is one of my favourite beers, and I'm a little bit excited. Let's give it a go. Cheers. Oh yeah. Sometimes recently I've had this on cask and it's not been all as fantastic as I remember. This one absolutely nails it. You know what this tastes like. It's just delicious plum pudding. Cheers. Right then, next one is interesting. I don't know what this is. Neither does anyone here. This is labelled as a mystery beer on the bar. It's 6%, as you can tell. It's pretty dark. And you are allowed to ask a few questions, and I determined that it is indeed from a local brewery. So that should give me a bit of an advantage, given my my preference for dark beer. But basically, if anyone can guess what this is, they win a meal for two here. And having seen some of the food already, I'm kind of keen to win. So let's give it a go. Is there anything on the aroma that gives it away? No. No, there's a slight coffee hint to it, but no, not a lot. Right, cheers guys, let's see if we can guess this one. Okay, it's got a bit of a coffee hit. Super creamy. I can tell you that it's not Blue Monkey. I think that's a fair assumption. My mind says this is from Ashover Brewery, but I don't know why I think that. It's not Navigation. Fairly sure. It's not Dark Drake from Dancing Duck. You know what? I'm going to have to sit down, give this some thought as I drink through it, and I'll let you know what my final guess is. Right then, didn't take me long. I think I've had it before, and in fact I think I've reviewed it. I'm not going to say it out loud because everyone here needs a fair guess, it's no fun otherwise, but that is my guess. I reviewed that within the first month or so of my channel, so if I'm right, that's a bit of a throwback. I did do a little bit of research to make sure the percentage was right, but it's what my gut went with when I first tried it, so I've got a good feeling. Time for something to eat, I think. And look what we got. Oh yeah. There's a lot of good things that go with beer, but on summer's day like this, hot dog's definitely one of them. Right then, another relatively local one from Derbyshire, Buxton Brewery, more famous for their collaborations with Omnipollo now in a couple of supermarkets actually, but this is their blonde ale, which is called Buxton Blonde, 4.6%. Pretty good clarity on that, looks decent, let's give it a go. Cheers. Plastic glasses and beards don't mix. But actually, interesting taste profile on that. It's not too thick, got traditional kind of golden ale, slightly malty, bit of fresh but not intrusive hop character, and it's actually got a tiny bit of American hop dankness in there, but it's just subtle, it's smooth. It's a crossover beer in the kind of the best possible way. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Cheers. And another fairly pale beer. This is from Abbeydale Brewery. It's a cryo Nipa called Wanderer, 6%. Very hazy. If anything, looks like I don't know, a mix between custard and very, very fresh lemonade. But yeah, let's check it out. Cheers. That's actually very good. That's a very good Nipa. It's maybe slightly bitter for some, but it's smooth, huge fruity character, everything you want in a Nipa, and you can't see through it, so it'll keep the juice bombers happy. Cheers. Right then, next one, Thornbridge, one that I think everyone will have heard of. It's called Kipling, a South Pacific Pale Ale at 5.2%. I'm expecting a lot of New Zealand or Aussie hops in this. Yeah, looks good, gold, normal pale ale territory. Cheers. Ooh, it's got a real roasty toastiness actually. It's quite a little bit of cinder toffee, a little bit earthy. Not sure where the name Kipling comes from, but yeah, not what I expected, but actually quite a nice surprise. Cheers. Right then, we're nearly done for the day, so we're getting to the big numbers. This is from the Rat Brewery. Never heard of them before, no idea where they're from. I'm sure I'll put some information in the description or on the screen now, but this is called A Rat Against the Machine, a reference I'm very fond of. But it's just described as a strong American IPA, so yeah, let's find out. Cheers. Super juicy, super strong. Sweet tropical flavours, not much bitterness actually. I was expecting to be a bit more aggressive. It's almost a deeper but not quite. Proper IPA that. No supermarket nonsense. Cheers. Right, last beer of the day, and I'm not going to get in my hand because I need to refer to my phone to get the full name of this right, because while I've had a few, and this is a big one. This is another one from Navigation Brewery in Nottingham. It is called Ostara's Cursed, a Black Forest Gatto Imperial Stout at 11.6%. It's 2 in the afternoon, for God's sake. Anyway, let's do it. As you would imagine, absolutely pitch black and halfway down my arm, but let's give it a go. Cheers. So when I saw they had this on, I thought, I'm not sure if I had this one at the Nottingham Beer Festival last year, but if it's not the one I had, it's close, and yes it is. I mean, imperial stouts are very common and very popular right now, but this is one of the best, without question. It's smooth, it's silky, it does taste like Black Forest Gatto. It's got vanilla, loads of deep dark berry flavours, and to be honest, I can only think of 2 beers that are definitely better than this in this kind of sphere. So I'm gonna go enjoy this. I'll catch you on the way home. Cheers. We are on the way home. As you can probably tell, I've had far too many different beers for what time are we on? 3 o'clock on a Saturday. But I've had a great time. It's been very nice indeed. Very nice. The Old Poets Corner. Is that the right? Have I got it right? I've got it right again. It's 2 for 2 whilst on camera. I'm quite pleased with myself. No, we had a great time. Definitely worth visiting if you can over the next couple of days, while it is Easter bank holiday weekend, because they've got some great beers on. And as I said before I left, in terms of a selection for a local beer festival, they've absolutely nailed it. So many go one way or the other, and they've gone right down the middle, and it is what works. So yeah, very impressed. I know you can't see it, but a policeman appears to have pulled over an Asda wagon, which is quite interesting. But yeah, fantastic beers on there. I had a great time. I had a hot dog. It was very nice. Dictionary Corner, did you have a nice time?
It was lovely. It was lovely. Great views.
Well, it was great views. A very nice location.
Nice wildlife.
I'm even more sunburnt now than when we started, and yeah, can't really say anything bad about it. I know they're going to do a few more throughout the year. I think August bank holiday is the next big one. But that really is it. So, you know what I'm going to say. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you haven't already subscribed, if you will be so kind. And I'll catch you next time, hopefully, after less impy stouts. Cheers.